Hi, my name is Sylvia Iwańska, and I'm going to present today the Relationship Development Intervention. So to start, I'm going to give a brief description of autism spectrum disorder. So the data from March 27, 2014 identified that 1 in 68 children are diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So ASD affects 3 different areas of child's life. It affects social interaction, communication, both verbal and nonverbal, as well as behaviors and interests. So children with ASD tend to have communication deficits. So for example, responding inappropriately in conversations, or misleading nonverbal interactions, or having difficulty building friendships appropriate to their age. Furthermore, children with ASD tend to be overly dependent on routines or schedules, as well as highly sensitive to changes in their environment. So the relationship development intervention is a parent-led approach that focuses on teaching children how to develop their social skills as well as dynamic thinking. The approach was developed by Stephen Gottstein and his wife Rachel Shelley. And RDI is based on cognitive development treatment program that emphasizes that teaching children to appraise and adapt their actions to others as they participate in ongoing interactive processes. So the approach is appropriate for all children diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So the parents who decide to go with the RDI training have to first start with relationship development assessments. So this assessment carefully evaluates the child, his current experience sharing competencies and limitations, as well as identifies potential child and parent obstacles. So first, the child will be seen by a neurologist and will be evaluated using standardized autism diagnostic scales. So parents who decide to go with the program, the RDI program, have to participate in intensive workshops or watch a 5-hour videos. And the workshop or the videos introduce parents to the principles of relationship development intervention. So the goal of the relationship development intervention is to teach parents how to help their children develop social relationships first with them and then eventually with other people through various activities. The goal is also to develop child's dynamic thinking, ability to handle social situations, to improve child's relationship and engagement with others, as well as to form close relationship with other people. Their goal is for the kids to be able to share feelings, memories, plans, ideas, and overall to improve their quality of life. So the supporters of the RDI believe that a child's quality of life can be improved by forming close relationship with other people. So kids with autism spectrum disorder, if they develop social skills, they're going to be able to form close relationship with others more easily. So the counterclaim of the relationship development intervention is that RDI training is a relatively new approach and there's not much clinical evidence that demonstrates its effectiveness. So some research has shown that positive effects from the RDI therapy, but we need more highly qualified studies and research that are more evidence-based. Another problem with the RDI is the treatment integrity. So RDI requires the parent to do most of the work with their children. So if the parents are inconsistent or they implement the program curriculum improperly, that will cause a low treatment integrity and it will make it difficult or almost impossible to interpret the results with confidence. Another problem with RDI is that it's very time-consuming and expensive. So parents who decide to go with the treatment, they have to devote time to workshops or watching the videos or meeting with the RDI program consultant. Also, it may be a little expensive. A monthly treatment is between $300 to $500 plus the assessment fees. So some evidence for relationship development intervention is that early research on RDI's effectiveness that were published in 2005 showed that children whose families participated in the RDI showed a greater improvement on the autism diagnostic observation schedule, as well as show more independence at school. So there were 31 kids that participated in this study. All of them were diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. All the kids were ages between 2 and 9. 7 children participated in RDI treatment and 14 children participated in some other treatment. So after 60 months, what they found out was that 70% of the RDI children had improved in at least one of the diagnostic criteria in the autism diagnostic observation schedule. And not a single child in the non-RDI group improved in any diagnostic category. So there are a few evidence against the RDI treatment. The findings from 2005 studies were never replicated, and further research are needed to substantiate the results. Some people argue that RDI is not evidence-based intervention, and therefore more research has to be done to support that therapy. Further research should also employ larger samples of participants as well as different age groups or longer follow-ups and more extensive measurement of progress. So in conclusion, relationship development intervention approach has grown incredibly since 2001, and currently there are 2,000 families around the world that participates in this program. So even though some research has shown positive effects of the therapy, we need more high-quality studies and evidence-based research before recommending this therapy to anyone else. So here are some references in case somebody wants to read a little bit more about the therapy. And that's all. Thank you.